We are sons of witches and wizards. So we have an affinity with people who are dead. We like them. If you die, you are a general. If you are still alive, you are not. My brother here came out and says, I learned how to fly physically. Oh my God. The anger.
I've seen things that I've never shared with people. Way before I went to Bible school, I can tell you how many times I would be lifted up, not in a dream. I'd known before Bible college how to fly physically.
People were angry. They've never seen him. They've never heard him for lunch or for dinner. They never said with him, heard him to sit down there and eat with him. Yet, they know it's a lie. They say it's a lie. It's a lie. Liar. As I'm saying right now, someone will get so angry. Why? Why? Why is he saying these things? Were you there? Did you see him not able to fly? You are able to lie. No one challenged you. The reality of life is, if you want to be used in the same language and in the same area, in the same capacity, you cannot attract what you can't respect. Honor it first, then you will see it manifest. Now you're not hearing me. Imagine the days. Do you know when people talk about Idahosa? Idahosa was a great man of God. Do you know he was the first preacher to be seen driving a Mercedes-Benz in Nigeria? They fought him in papers. They said he's a liar, he's a false prophet, a charlatan. Now that he's dead, he's a great man of God. Wonderful. If we only have people like this. He bought a motorcycle. They say he's a liar, a thief. Motorcycle. Now that he's dead, oh, general, we are sons of witches and wizards. So we have an affinity with people who are dead. We like them. If you die, you are a general. If you are still alive, you are not. So that's why we are still talking about the mantle of Idahosa, the mantle of this one. Yet the mantles are here. What do you think God is doing with mantles in heaven? Wicked generation.
So sometimes God comes to the level of your spirituality and shows you things that if you come out and say, I was shown this. Like I believe it was Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams who said, I saw cars in heaven.
I had so many surprises when I went to heaven, things that I don't even talk about because I can't make sense out of it. Like I saw cars in heaven. I saw Elder Saki in heaven, and he was riding a beautiful car, a white Range Rover, and it was shining like a diamond, and his whole body was full of light. And I said, Papa, and I was shocked. I was in a shock to see a Range Rover in heaven, and I said, no, it's impossible. There can't be cars in heaven. This is heaven. Then the angel said, have you not read and have you not been told that the streets of heaven is made out of gold? Then it makes sense that streets are made for cars.
And people started laughing. People who never went to heaven.
But they were laughing.
They said it's not in the Bible. Let me explain to you, you fools. Penguins are not in the Bible. That doesn't stop them from existing. So they attacked the men that said, I saw cars. There is no car in heaven. This guy says there's a car. Have you been to heaven? No. So how do you know? The Bible never tells us about cars. Do you think you've been told all about heaven? It says the things that are revealed are for you.
Yes, sir.
But the things that are not revealed belong to the Lord.
Yes, sir.
But there are some people that were shown things that you will be shocked. If I tell you what I saw in the realm of the spirit and beyond the curtain of time, you would call me a liar. So sometimes you keep quiet. I've seen my father when he's ministering, he can just say, one time an angel came, a big angel. And he was just like moving around with me when I was healing. And then he lifts it. And you go like, Pastor, please tell us more. You won't. Because he knows the moment he continues like that, and he might not have the permission by the Lord to do it, but he knows if he continues like that, you take apart his testimony and say, it's not true because I don't believe this has happened.
We are sons of witches and wizards. So we have an affinity with people who are dead. We like them. If you die, you are a general. If you are still alive, you are not. So that's why we are still talking about the mantle of Idahosa, the mantle of this one. Yet the mantles are here. What do you think God is doing with mantles in heaven? Wicked generation. So God is in heaven like this. He's in heaven like, yeah, I'm just holding these mantles. Don't know. To do what? To heal the sick like Idahosa up there? To raise the dead in heaven? Everything is here. It's already opening up. But the reality is, you don't want it to be with the person who is alive. You want people to say, you have the mantle of Idahosa. That's why you say it's not anywhere. It's not anywhere. It has not been given to anyone. So that in the few years you inch closer and closer to claiming you are the one with it. But we are not stupid. We can see. What do you think Idahosa was doing when he took Pastor Chris around and he was dragging him around his office? This, you see this picture of crusades just for inspiration. Then he moved to another one. This one is just for inspiration. All around the building, inspiration, inspiration. And then he said, now write this dead down. You will hear something on the news, open this letter. That's it. The day he died, Reverend Tom called him and said, call Pastor, they are saying something online. I don't know what they are saying. They are saying the general is gone. What is happening? He said that letter he wrote, that date he wrote, what is it? Open. It's the same day. Imagine giving a man, and you write a date you are going to die. And you still think the mantle is in heaven? Melino hankra siga lagunge. Ifraduzi ya pale kuna lekra tasuvre. Do you think what I'm preaching here, do you think it prompts that? No, sir. But grace prompts that.